That's word because you can't touch this. You can't touch this. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time.
Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Talking Footy. I'm your host, Captain of the Blues, Paul Gallen, and with me as always, my man of the match kind of guy, Jared Hayne.
Hey,
Jared.
man. Yeah, hey, what's happening?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. Just got off the plane.
Good to hear, yeah. I just got off the plane, eh?
Yeah.
You are the plane.
Exactly.
Yes, welcome guys. It is
Get it?
our... You got it, yeah?
Got off the plane.
It is our
I am the plane.
unabashed
Unabatted. Or is it?
State of Origin
Yeah, boy.
preview and regular show. Welcome to this week's episode, guys. What can we say? Origins teams were named yesterday, going into Game 2 in Sydney.
We'll lose the Mozzers.
The New South Wales team, Morris Squared, unfortunately were injured. The two fantastic players from Game 1, who are always good, have been replaced by former Blue, and we were both there when he scored that awesome try, Will Hopewade, and welcoming back into the team, Josh Dugan in the unfamiliar
Centre roll.
centre role. Yeah. What do you think there, mate?
Will Hopewade, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Can attack.
Didn't think
You
he'd
know,
be better off in the
Got some
centres?
skills. Yeah, I do. Think he would be better off in the centres, but that's the choice he's made there. Dugan's probably maybe even more suited the wing as well. He's got more speed, sort of thing. I don't know, defensive style there might be a few holes. Are they on the same side?
Yes,
They're on the same side. So it remains to be seen, really.
Word is, Dugan is very confident. That's one of the reasons he got picked, because he's a very confident player himself, and he's confident of moving from fullback into the centre and actually making it his own. So, hey, all luck to you, mate.
If you can do it.
For too long, people have been picking the teams and, this is crap, that's crap, well, we're not going to win because of, hey, Josh Dugan's a very good player.
Yeah.
He's going to do the job. Will Hopewade has been getting better and better and better each game.
So we're hoping.
Welcome back, Will. Very happy with that. Now you'll be able to beat your father. Hey, Dad, how many Origins did you play? Ooh, just the one. Couldn't get it the second game. Ooh, let's go to King's Cross. Ooh, you're banned from there too.
Mind you, Hopper had his 2-on-1 going that time. That was cool.
That was cool. Unfortunately, we lost that game, whereas Will's played one game for 1 week.
We won it, yeah.
You're a good man, Will.
100%.
Good stuff. Moving on. Mate, Penrith. What a shame. Yeah. Top of the table. I love it. My boys are up there. But, hey, look, it's not just a boon for me, which it really is. Western Sydney, kicking it. Parramatta, West Tigers, firmly entrenched in the top 8. And guess what? After Dave Smith, the very, very smart man who runs our game, went out and said Queensland is the heart of rugby league, the heartland of rugby league, really, that's what he said. The salary cap cheating Broncos, and it's a given because they gave themselves up, the only Queensland team in the 8. The rest, Sydney clubs, even out of town clubs like Canberra. Can't even close. Sydney, baby.
Yeah.
Woo, we're doing well. But Western Sydney, best thing to see them kicking goals.
Loving it.
What do you like? You like it?
I love it, mate. That's
As a true Westie?
As a true Westie, it's good to see all three of the Western Sydney teams just keen at the moment. Firing on all cylinders, so it's good to see. It really is.
It's good for football.
Speaking of one Western Sydney team, in particular, Pat Richards, man, he's my favourite player right now. He is just an entertaining NRL player. His kickoffs just... Well, let's talk about the field goal. Let's talk about the field goal.
You mean that field goal?
That field goal. I watched it and I'm like, well, that's the field goal of the season, if not the last couple of years, if not the decade, crazy.
We did have a famous thing last year in our Origin specials of unnecessary field goals. This was quite necessary.
It won.
But how did he get to the point? It's still amazing. Now, I'm going to chuck in some footage now. Apologise if we can't get the whole thing, but sometimes the NRL's a bit stingy on what they can get.
Crazy good though. Have a look.
To run on the last, now giving it for Tedesco on the books. His pass just in front of Lawrence. Richards picks it up. He throws the ball away as he's tackled. Galloway sits it up for Farah. He'll have to kick Willie. Now he passes. Back for Richards. He'll snap for one from 30 metres out. Oh, what a play! West Tigers
The man is a god.
Even Farah with his... Hold on, wait. Oh, there's Paddy Richards. He'll do it. He's just sort of flanged it over his shoulder and then...
Do something with it, Paddy.
All right, I'll do what I only know how. And, you know, he miskicked it from 40 out and still slotted it over into the bloody stand. Like,
it was great work. He went very close to getting an origin spot at game 1 because he's playing that well.
That would have been so good.
Yeah, look, he really should have got a City jersey, to be honest. The City wingers should... Well, Daniel Torpo deserved his one, but Josh Mansour and Pat Richards playing some great football. But
it's lovely to watch.
Paddy Richards on fire, he's doing well. Now, Belmore crowds as well. Now, I've got the hot tip from a couple of supporters who went to Manly last week to watch the Bulldogs, a Manly game. Yeah. The Manly faithful who love Belmore, who said, we'll never leave because we'll never go anywhere else. Well, only 9,000 of you turned up to a Friday night game against the full-strength Bulldogs.
At Brookvale?
At Brookvale.
You said Belmore, but Brookvale you meant.
Oh, Brookvale.
Yeah.
Did I say Belmore?
You did say Belmore.
Silly me. No. Anyhow, yeah, Brookvale crowd.
9,000 against Bulldogs.
Yeah, 9,000.
That's shocking.
Top 3 teams,
yeah.
2 top 3 teams, and that's how they turn up. But from what I've heard, they are now ranked the worst supporters going round. Now you got to be pretty bad.
I mean, it's been unofficial for quite a while, but officially.
No, now it's official. Well, you got to be doing something bad to jump over the top of the Dragons, the Broncos, and the Eels. So you'll be something really bad to beat those trumpeter bastards.
And the thing is, that game, yes, it was raining a little bit, but that makes the brookie, it makes the pitch muddy and a lot more entertaining. Yeah. It's a throwback to the old days when all the pitches were like that.
Exactly. They hose them down just in case. Oh, it's not muddy enough. Get a sandbugger out to kick it.
Who was it? James Graham was the first one to take a face first in the mud. It was just like, and it was awesome. He didn't care one bit.
In fairness, that was actually to improve his looks.
Yeah.
Call me Aiden Tolman now. But yes, classic. Brookvale crowds. Look, the travelling team, you don't have to cheer for them. You just don't have to be arseholes all every single minute of your life,
really?
Right?
No kidding.
Yeah. Brookie,
pull your head in.
Manly fans. I know not all of you are bastards. I mean, look at Twos, look at Beaver. But the rest of you, come on.
Yeah, most of you.
Moving on to our favourite segment and yours. Who's shit house and who's shit hot? Dan, who has made your shit house?
Well, all of the shit, whether it be house or hot, centres around the bottom of the table clash of St George versus Cronulla. Now, Cronulla to be held to blot is just shit house. They're living in the shit house this season. They built the shit house and now they're living in it. And it's 30-0 against the Dragons of all teams this year.
But the Dragons are on fire.
This is a shit hot. Benji finally does something.
Yeah,
you know,
he did.
This is it. This Benji's man of the match performance. I mean, what, did it take him a couple of games to get into it? I mean, we've been riffing on him, but to be fair, of course he's still going to get it. And, I mean, he just had to play a shit team to shine.
I guess he's got 13 more rounds of football to play.
Yeah.
He's one of those to buy. 12. Oh, so that'd be his only man of the match performance.
That's what the numbers are. But
did you watch the game?
No, I didn't. I've just Benji's shit hot by all accounts.
I heard it word of mouth too. I wasn't watching it either.
What are you going to do?
Too busy enjoying the rest of my life.
Yeah. And shit house, I heard Cronulla was shit, but no, that's not hard to believe. It's not too much of a stretch, unfortunately. Sorry, Buzz. What about yourself, mate? Who's shit house and who's shit hot?
Well, everyone who watches this show, and there's plenty of you, thank you very much, will know that we're not at all fans of the 2-ref system. In fact, I consider that just above the tax system. Well, it's not just me anymore, and it's not just the top coaches and top identities and the players. It's now Bill Harrigan himself as well.
Good. When
the doyen of referees said it's not working, maybe it's time to put your heads in. Alright? Obviously you listen to him for ages about rubbish, which led you down the wrong path to start with, and then they were trying to
now we starting to talk.
Yeah, look, the 2-referee system, Bill never had to work under the 2-referee system either. But they can all see now.
Just ask him, he was the greatest ref of all time.
Yeah, you'll ask him, he'll tell you.
It worked.
Yeah. So no, 2-referee system is shit house. You got to just scrap it now.
That's it.
Shit hot. We've already said it, doesn't matter. Pat Richards!
Yeah, man.
Yes. He is safe as houses under every high ball. Yeah. He'll make your meters. Defensively, he's sound. His kickoffs. They got the ball back from the kickoff to start the game.
Yep.
And it wasn't a short kickoff either.
It was a long, just
It's made for the
massive hang
team.
time.
He's reinventing the wheel, and it's fantastic.
He always used to do this before he left for England, and now he's back.
No, he
not,
didn't.
not as much. Not as much.
No,
He did too. He's kicked off
Dan,
for awesome.
shut your face.
You shut your face.
He is an idiot.
No.
First of all, Pat Richards didn't even try and attempt a goal until he moved to England. He didn't even kick off before.
No.
that.
I'm talking kick-off. Yes, he did kick off before then.
No, he didn't.
He did. I swear to God, he kicked off for the Tigers when they were playing
Scott
Premiership
Prince
football.
used to do that, you fool.
No, Scott Prince kicked the goals.
Yeah, and kicked off too.
We'll see. Here's some footage of me being right.
And there you have it. But no, he left here a finisher, and a very good finisher.
Mm-hmm.
Went to England, developed a kicking game, developed a fullback. He won he won the Lance Todd Trophy, which is the best player in the Challenge Cup, and he also won the Man of Steel, which is their equivalent of the Dally M. Guy's on fire, hasn't played a bad season since 2005. So welcome back, Paddy. We love you.
We do.
We do.
Favourite player in the comp at the moment.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to say equal one of mine too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
To the under 17 pound players. Now comes a part in every show where we think back to a simpler time in reminiscing. Dan, do you remember Matt Geyer?
Yes. That bold noggin.
It did end up being a bald noggin too.
It's
the Geyer trait.
It is the Geyer trait. It starts off with a wee bit of hair and it just recedes like at the rate of knots. I mean, the more successful Geyer brother, arguably. I mean,
He would be.
Mark went on to represent, but Matt had a much longer career and a much cleaner career and
A much cleaner career.
more successful career, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, I would say. But
Well, he did get 2 premierships, and he played 2 Origins, which wasn't as much as Mark. He didn't get to play for Australia, which was a travesty, to be honest. But he was also the 1999 leading point scorer of the comp.
really,
Yeah, and up until just recently, he still held most of the point scoring records for the Melbourne Storm.
Melbourne, okay.
Yeah.
Well, who's breaking all them?
Cameron Smith.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's Cameron Smith.
It's going to happen.
But no, and the reason he said that he was so fast is because because Mark was so big.
Growing up in Mountain County, had to leg it.
Hey, see, he ran from Wayland Everton, and in my era, that was literally across the street. But Matty, we loved you. At Perth Reds, where you made your grade, and at Melbourne, where you made yourself a star. So he's remembering.
Matty
Matty
Geyer.
Geyer.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's irking us this week?
The hot topic, if you will.
The hot topic.
Once again, and we've discussed this many a times in this show. I hate to beleaguer a point.
Yep.
But yes, I don't hate to do it, because I continually do it.
It's our show. We'll do it all.
Exactly. Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. Play a transfer window.
We'll do it all.
Yeah, exactly. Now, last week, obviously, as we were doing the show, it came out that James Tedesco had done his Olympic-sized backflip. Greg Louganis held up a 10 for his decision to renege on the Canberra deal and stick with the Tigers. Now, in fairness, he did everything within the rules. In that same week, in the same couple of days, Isaac de Gois left Cronulla immediately to join Parramatta because they were in need of a hooker. No problem with that at all.
And a number 9.
So I've got to say, I really think we need to open up a player window, one mid-season. That way negotiations can be done for people to, if they need to move clubs, you know, you're not getting a first grade start. Club elsewhere that needs a player, bam, you go over there. I like the guys. Chris Naninu did it a couple of years ago. Sam Perritt did it as well. There's been many a times. Clint Newton did it from Newcastle to Melbourne and actually won a premiership that year. So it helps the clubs out, it helps the players out. It also helps clubs that might be carrying a couple of extra players. Well, clubs that have injuries, helps them restock.
Yeah.
Clubs that are carrying some players who are like, actually, you know, we've got some young guys coming through and you haven't done that well this year.
Yeah.
Straight away. No, at the end of the year we're going, no, this is your time to move straight away. Then at the end of the season, October 8th or whatever, once it's done, bang, that's when the rest of the stuff happens. Everybody does it at the end of the season.
Yep.
I'm going on an Australian trip. Your player manager fucking handles it. We know this.
Yeah.
Alright? So you can do it. Oh, we can't uproot. Yes, you can. You can do it very fucking quickly because
Everyone.
we only play
Everyone.
on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
It can be done quite quickly. Dan, do you have anything to add, man?
Mate, that's pretty much it. They at least need to tighten up the rules.
Yeah.
You know, like, that shouldn't be happening where one player can flippity-flop and then another player can just go, see you later. Bang, bang, in different colours.
In fairness, Karma's a bitch. Josh Papali did it too.
Yeah. No,
he did it to
saying-
Ricky at Parramatta. How does Ricky get it twice? That poor son of a bitch.
I'm not saying it as dirty as a Canberra fan. I just think
Dirty
that
as
the
a
rule,
fan,
the rules should be, you know, straight down the line and no bullshit. And a transfer window would do that.
Yeah,
Like,
Tedeschi did nothing against the
no,
rules.
and
He
I'm
was
not saying it was well within the rules, but the rules need to
Yeah.
be changed if that's the case. You know.
That's exactly the case. We don't want to mix with the stuff on the field. We like the game, although we want some things brought back. Yo.
Same team.
Moving on.
Tips of the week.
Tips of the week. Man, for me, I'm going to take, Gold Coast play the Storm on Monday night.
Yep.
I really think, the Titans are going to get it, but I don't want you to put money just on the win. And I know that depending on who you're betting with, whether it be sports bet, sporting bet, TAB, there are times where you can't actually double up on the same game. You can't put multis.
Almost never.
Yeah, which is rubbish.
It is rubbish.
So I'd say
Should be able to
hedge
stack
all
against
your
those.
money. Hedge all your money. Kevin Gordon, first try scorer.
Okay. I can get behind that. Kevin Gordon's a champion.
Yep.
Tips. What do I got? I got the Saturday night daddle. Right.
Whoa.
We got Penrith over the Dragons and Roosters over the Knights. It's pretty much called Snotty's sure bet double because the Knights aren't going to fucking win. They never win, and they come closer against the Tigers. But that's more to say about the Tigers than anything else.
At home.
Yeah. And the Dragons they're not going to beat the Panthers. It's just not going to happen. 30-0 is not going to...
You mean without their two best players, they're going to turn up?
Yeah. 30-0 drubbing, that's the last 30 points they're going to score for a while. So Panthers into the Roosters, Saturday night, you got it.
Panthers into the Roosters.
Yeah.
And just before we finish the show, thankfully I was listening to the radio on the way home because the NRL had done a horrible job of advertising this. This is the footy, apparently the footy extravaganza week.
Okay.
At ANZ. Yeah.
First I've heard of it.
Exactly. At ANZ Stadium on Friday night, you've got the Bulldogs versus Parramatta. Then on the Saturday, you've got
Panthers and Dragons and Roosters and Knights.
Roosters and Knights. Roosters and Knights, that's the game. On the Saturday, and then on Wednesday you've got the Origin.
Yep.
Which I've got tickets.
Nice.
That's what I won off him when Panthers beat the Raiders twice. Moving on. Yeah, but apparently it's on. Good thing is, if you are a member of either of those clubs, you get to go to both games for free.
Nice.
Family pass for both games is $40 and then $20 general admission for both games.
Entirely reasonable.
Yeah. So they're actually trying to help out. Finally!
But because they're taking a hit in ticket sales, they can't afford to advertise it, so...
And do expect to still
Consider
take...
this a public service announcement.
Yeah, expect more people will watch this show than have actually heard that radio announcement.
Yeah.
And also, it will still cost you $17 for a chip. You want to start with that? It's going to cost you.
Hey.
But do they still have Krispy Kremes in ANZ?
Probably.
I don't need any more Krispy Kremes. I'm going to get some.
Yeah.
I don't need any more.
No, you don't need any more.
Thanks to our sponsors, Rugby League DVDs. He's put up more fantastic country rugby league games, some good grand final, Group 9, Group 13, all those games. They're great. Keep them coming. I love them. And also all the old premiership games too, even old test matches and origins. Jump on his Facebook page. Shout out to him. And the Car Hole Tavern. Word is still that there will be a big barbecue on here for game 3 if New South Wales can wrap up the series this week.
Go to www.talkingfooty.com. Get into it. It's Origin time.
Oh yeah.
It's time to tell all those gay fellas that we need to that our sport's better because we have such a pinnacle of an event.
You don't even be called Mexicans because Mexicans make good food. You guys suck.
Yeah, Melbourne's don't make good food. Yeah, Melbourne food. It's shit.
It is. I've literally been in Melbourne once and I didn't stop throwing up the entire time. Because I'm allergic.
Yeah.
to pricks.
To Victorians. Go to our Facebook page, like it, and
Even if you're Victorian, I don't care. Like it, whatever.
Like it, and then try and troll us. I dare you.
Yeah.
Do it.
We are controlling. We can just delete the post. Yeah. But we don't. We don't.
No, we don't. We totally leave it up there for
Really?
everyone to see your name and hunt you down.
And that brings this episode to a close.
See you guys.
And you go the Blues.
Blues. And that's the end of that chapter.